Hey friends, I just want to have a spontaneous discussion. And with that being said, I just want to apologize off the bat if I'm slow with some transitions, stuff like that. This is just a true brain dump where I'm going to be showing you some different videos and giving you some thoughts. So let's start with some thoughts where I feel pretty qualified to make this video because of history. Everyone's history is from one person's perspective, right? So let me give you my perspective with DwarfLord. I think he's an awesome streamer, and for years now, I have been promoting him because he's good for Classic Era. That's that simple, right? I think he's awesome for the server. Let me make sure I have good setup here. With that being said, I think there is a lot of irony going back and looking at our first conversation that we ever had. DwarfLord became part of my Phase 7 raid, and he was always a really good raider. Like, top notch. Someone that I could count on, did whatever was needed, attentive, yada, yada, yada. Um, and it's just interesting to look back. The first conversation that we ever had was about Mograine tanking. And that's going to really be the summary of this video. And maybe now you're wondering, why am I making this video? There's been some drama on the server in the past couple days. And again, I feel like that being a little bit of a lore master of Whitemane, it's my responsibility to give you some context if you're not familiar with history. So let's just take this from DwarfLord's perspective, and I'm not going to hold back when it comes to, I think that some of the information that he's giving you is just straight up incorrect. And that's why I'm making this video, to shed the light on what I believe is a little bit more towards the truth.
Exactly what happened to my guild last night. Someone stole the Kel'Thuzad ID from us. So let's go over who.
So that is true. Someone stole the Kel'Thuzad ID from DwarfLord's raid. And that sucks. I'm trying to think of the different way to phrase this. It's not good to have your ID stolen. However, that is one mechanic of classic WoW that I think is a punishing element that is just interesting, right? Like, someone can steal your ID. If you are incapable of clearing a raid in one night, that's a stressor for another reason. Not only because you have to become prepared for the future, but it matters, right? Like, you can get it taken away from you. In the comments of this video, people talked about how So Vicious Bis for Life, that raid group, has stolen other KT IDs on the server. So it's not their first time doing it, and it's gonna happen again. So Vicious is also known for not the highest quality raids that will go 15 out of 15 in one night. So it's happened to him as well, right? Like, you give and you get. And I guess that's another moral of the story with this video here of the give and take. But my point is here, I guess, it's the game, right? You can say it's low, and maybe what I'll talk about being what I think is low, someone else might not agree with. And that's kind of the interesting element of the gray areas to me with classic WoW when it comes to, I don't think this was TOS to take an ID. If you want to know the history of Whitemane, I believe it was, maybe I'm remembering it wrong, being Tethers is one of them. I can't remember the others. But IDs were hold on Whitemane, and at one point a GM had to come in and say, if you don't leave the instance, I'm gonna have to ban you or kick you from that ID. So moderators have stepped in before on Blizzard's side to remove people from IDs. I don't think there's ever been a statement about stealing IDs. They like, get good would basically be what is said, right? Like, that's really what it comes down to. And that's my point with Four Horsemen. where DwarfLord has been having so many problems with Four Horsemen for so long. Like, why don't you have videos on it, man? I just don't get it. Um, so let's just talk about the Four Horsemen struggles here. I think that it might be a good time just to do that. Let's see. So we're gonna start with this one here. Yeah, this is a good one to start with. So this is the most recent. This is the raid that got stolen. And up until this point, it's only 2 hours into the raid night, right? Like this is pretty standard for a Nax prog group where they're going to kill Four Horsemen and then take their buffs out and use them for Saffron. Again, the history of Nax, if you look at the past 2020 version, they didn't have boons. You would more likely have to rebuff for Saf. But due to the wing order and combined with when these guys are taking their buffs out to risk, it's pretty often that you're going to see groups do Death Knight Wing without buffs so that they can then take and use their buffs after Death Knight Wing. It's just a wing that people see as high risk. Why lose the buffs when you don't really need them to kill the boss? And that's the problem, right? Like for Gothic and for Horsemen, in a lot of cases, you just kind of need the buffs if you can't do basic mechanics. And that's the problem with this raid group, over and over and over again, just not being able to do basic mechanics. So, again, just under 2 hours into the raid, and let's just watch this item that they're bidding off before the boss fight starts.
So I should have skipped that.
Here, I'll buy it for you, Chaos Chains.
There you go.
Retarded what's happening right
You
now.
won't bid him up, dude.
I'm not retarded. I want it for my flask.
You won't bid him up, dude.
You don't use your flask set. You don't use your flask set. You understand?
So that is true. If you look at this raid here, this raider named Noob did not use their diamond flask a single time in the raid. They used 2 mighty rages, and they're bidding thousands of gold on a D flask item that they never would use. So I would recommend that they instead invest that gold into mighty rages and find a better way to use their where is it, Deathwish spell that they just don't seem to press very much. If you look, other raiders are easily getting 20 plus casts, and Noob has 11. So clearly a shift in priorities might help this guy improve his gameplay.
Is it you playing Mario now, noob?
Okay.
So then DwarfLord buys it off of him. There's like bidding between a healer and this guy. But then DwarfLord settles the beef there, and they work things out. Drama, more bidding. They do Kiss the Spider, which takes forever. It's like a 4-minute bidding process, which for a single item is a while. Because they're just bidding by 100 increments over and over and over, and then it goes. Okay, so anyways, maybe I'm exaggerating. 4 minutes, 3 minutes, but anyways, when you're in the middle of the raid and you're taking time to do loot like this, it's time away from you being able to raid, right? Like, these guys have about a 3-hour raid window. Spoiler alert, like we are going to talk about in this video, they don't kill KT, right? So that means that this time that they were spending doing loot, it's time preventing them from killing bosses. And it's like, when do you do it, right? Well, my recommendation is not 10 minutes before 4 Horsemen. And I get it, they're like worried about items running out of time, that kind of stuff. But just simple reality is, like, if the number one thing that you're struggling on is this boss, you probably shouldn't distract people for 10 minutes before the boss on things unrelated to it. And that's just what happens, right? So on the skill here, it falls apart really quickly. So let's just see the fall apart. First of all, a bunch of people didn't use shadow pots. In addition to that, a bunch of people just leave when the boss is at like 10% health. So 3 marks it, and not only the tanks go to rotate, I would recommend the tanks just stay to finish it off, honestly. Like, it's not that big of a deal to just get a 4th mark, and by the time they get there on Blamo and like, maybe the tanks have 5 marks, but tanks can easily take 5 marks. But anyways, yeah, just kind of weird where a bunch of casters were leaving and stuff. Just wasn't a great kill, right? And now all these guys are going to die, didn't shadow pot. These are things that I think DwarfLord should really, really focus on. Is stuff like this, talking individual gameplay discussions. And I know that that has happened, and I know he's talked about it happening, but on a week-by-week basis, these are the kind of things as a raid leader that you just have to do, right? Or maybe you don't. And I think that really gets to the main point of this video, where we are watching two trash collectors duke it out over 2-week-old trash. That's really what this comes down to, right? Where DwarfLord and So Vicious, they really are the same person in a lot of ways. Like, they are champions for Era. And I know DwarfLord isn't happy with So Vicious, and maybe So Vicious isn't happy with DwarfLord. And I just wish people could get along more. I just wish that they could understand that they are both two pug gods, and maybe that's the problem. It's two alphas just fighting. But yeah, it just fell apart really quickly here because a tank died on Mograine to finish it off here. That's the end result. And then while that tank died on Mograine, then some tanks in the back were dying. It just fell apart, right? Healers maybe didn't know what they were doing. But what about the second time? Let's see this time now. And I'm not trying to spend too much on a single 4 horseman wipe. We're going to continue to watch more of them, don't worry. But let's just watch how fast this one falls apart. I've never really, not that I've never seen, we're going to see more times where it falls apart out of nothing, so never mind, I got to hold my words. Okay, so let's just see how it falls apart here.
Okay, that's weird. I got some mark on Ziliak. It's fine. I'm just gonna like push my shit.
DPS if you can. It'd be great if you can kill Mograine there. He will shield wall at 20%.
I will need fat heals on Ziliak.
Coming in to relieve you, noob.
Going in for more grain.
So it's going well. This is a good kill.
Fat heal me.
If you have too many stacks, get out melee. Yeah,
Was this?
yeah, you guys got to get
Yeah,
out.
yep. Pop AoE taunt. Then after that, pop.
I'm coming to rule.
Hold there, hold there.
Yep.
Taunt resist again.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm gonna pop a GSPP.
AoE.
This is good
Put a
comms.
pre-shield
No,
on
you-
Noob when he's
Yeah,
in.
you got it.
Got it.
Good.
Yeah.
Good job.
Mograine's dead now. This is looking really good.
Okay, I'm gonna be fucking leg doc. I'm coming though.
I'm coming in a
coming
little bit
first,
late,
Kevlar.
Lucky, but I'm
Kevlar
heading
will
out.
kind of relieve you. Kevlar is about to die. Try to keep him up. I'm gonna taunt.
Oh.
I got the taunt.
So
I got
good
you guys.
gameplay
I got
here
you
from
guys. Oh,
DwarfLord.
never
That
mind,
was
you
good.
I'm probably gonna
AoE taunt.
solo.
On you.
I'm gonna kill this boss here solo.
Then I'm going to Mocking Blow. This is that shit.
Morgraine's down.
Oh, come back. Okay, I got it.
Mograine's dead, guys. Let's just keep these bosses in their corners, and we got it. Just keep the boss
So like he said, at this point, it looks like a very easy kill. 2 bosses left up.
in their corners. Keep your heal rotation. Healers, don't get complacent. There's a single... No, there's two. There's only 2 healers
Coming in,
at
Noob.
Zalek. So we do need another healer. Buzz is coming in. Perfect.
So how does this fall apart?
Yeah, so far good.
I just
so
thought.
far.
Wait. Okay, you got it. Cool.
100.
Don't come
Stone
yet,
shield?
Rolls.
Are you talking
Don't come
about?
yet, Rolls. You just got it.
No, I got flask. I got a flask on. You talking stone
Be
shield?
careful jumping around Blamo. If a void zone spawns under where you're about to land, you're just gonna get fried.
Okay, we're fixed now.
DPR, bro.
Yeah, no, I looked up at the.
I'm coming to you
Wasn't paying
on
attention
Fort
to
Mark Duck.
Lucky, I'm coming in
Rotating.
now.
Anyone rotating
I'll get
Zodiac?
the wall. Yeah.
I'm going.
I'm just here to
going.
DPS.
All good.
I'll let the tanks do their thing.
I'm gonna
I'm
stay
going
safe
for
zone
that.
just in case.
It's good.
Watch rolls. You're in a
Wall.
void zone.
Fuck me. Oh shit! I
You
went.
resist my taunt.
Oh,
Stay here.
bro. My man.
Nice timing, Dwarf.
So that was good timing. However, in retrospect, maybe if DwarfLord was on the other side, this would have resulted in a different experience. It's
Lucky coming
so
in for
funny
I got it
until
now,
it
I got it
falls
now.
apart.
No, don't tell me.
Monk
Okay,
Raiders
that's
volume
fine.
15, bro. It'd be volume
Dude, I
17.
looked down to see if my disarm was open, and fuck me.
That's the players we're dealing with. They can't.
I
see
hit
that
disarm.
Hey, bring this away! Bring this away!
Pain train.
Oh my god.
my god, dude.
Fuck.
Y'all shut the fuck up and pay attention, dude.
So that's the raiders that they're dealing with. Let's just listen to that again. Like the timing.
They can't.
I
see
hit
that
disarm.
One more.
That's the players we're dealing with. They can't.
I
see
hit
that
disarm.
Hey, bring this away! Bring this away!
Pain train.
Oh my god.
my god, dude.
So they wiped. Fell apart right here.
Yeah, it's a wipe. It's
Got
a
it,
wipe.
Nora.
There's no DPS. There's barely any healers. It's a fucking wipe.
So you guys pull threat.
Was it a hunter? Who pulled thread? A hunter?
So I pulled threat and then instantly feigned, and then it went towards the healer in the safe spot.
No, it got to Jeff after you.
Oh, it went to me like it was
So-
already.
So let's just watch that. What he's saying here is, it's a little hard to see from this, but so Noob, yeah, you can see it's kind of tiny down here though. But Noob has higher threat than Durzrag, and then Durzrag is gonna feign, and it's not gonna go to Noob anymore. It's gonna go to someone else. So the threat drop happens. Notice how they're at like 5-6k threat, and then a mark goes out, right? So the mark goes out, it halves threat. So threat goes in half. When threat goes in half, then the hunter did a big damaging shot, and the warrior did nothing. He's wearing a shield this whole time. He's just being an absolute noodle. And I think that's just more apparent too if you look at what this guy's casting. Again, this just kind of falls on, in my opinion, this kind of falls on DwarfLord. Like, this guy's in a ton of raids. You just gotta talk to your tanks about what they're doing. He never casts Death Wish on the entire fight. Cast Shield Bash and Rend a bunch of times. Dude's still living an anniversary. Like, I don't know. That's just not how this is supposed to work, my friend. So, let's just try and think about where we were. Okay, so that's their second wipe. So, let's see here. Yeah, we're going to watch the end of that raid now. So in the end of that raid, they wipe on KT, and let's just listen to the end of this KT here.
Shackle number 2. It just got broken.
Scatter me, do something.
I'm rocking home in this guy on the left.
There's an ad killing Brook. AoE shout Goron. AoE shout Goron.
Calling that.
AoE shout rolls. AoE shout rolls. AoE fucking shout rolls. Hit your fucking button. Fairland, AoE shout, man. Get that off the fucking healer. Holy shit. A healer right beside you, tanking a fucking ad, and you can't do an AoE shout. Holy shit. Can't CC. Jesus. That's a wipe.
So the number one thing that I want to make everyone aware of here is that KT was PI'd. Was anyone aware of that? Like, that's ultimately, both of these healers here were tanking the ads. Like, that's not ideal. They're having to heal themselves a ton. But they die from a volley when the boss had PI on it. I understand that you want to have a tank pick up the ads, but like shouting that over and over and over while the boss is PI'd, that to me is just insane tunnel vision. If you didn't know, if KT gets PI'd, that's very bad. You need to have people dispel that instantly. That is the number one important thing that you just like can't have happen when it comes to mind controls. There's no whirlwind, no cleave. Like, there's other things that you say, but the number one thing that you ever say is if KT is PI'd, remove the PI. Really unfortunate. 3 priests got mind controlled. I mean, in some ways it could have been really fortunate, right? Just mages needed to sheep and control the ads. Like, this was totally doable at this point. Did tanks not do a great job picking up the ads and stuff? Yeah, but this truly fell apart from not calling out defensive usage, focusing on defensives here, and PI, right? Like those two big things. This is a raid that could have recovered. There was just never really clear calls made when to use defensives in general. So anyway, that's the raid that fell apart. Let's start looking at some other ones. So this is the previous one. This is the drama raid now. So let's just watch the drama raid real quick.
Stack high.
Need relief
Heals on Goron,
on
guys. Heals on Goron. Last stand, Goron. Goron's dead.
I'm going to grab it.
Pop life giving in last stand. Go back in, dwarf.
Need relief on Ziliac.
We need a big relief on Mograine.
Okay, Zet's got it. You guys just didn't.
Rules needs relief at Zelig.
Do we have heals on Mograine here?
Stack high.
Blamo's loose on.
Blamo's loose.
Mono.
We need relief on Ziliac.
And we need healers over in.
DwarfLord's coming in on Zelik.
Stack high.
Oof.
I have hard marks, 5 marks on Blomo. I need relief. It got back to me some reason.
Which tank we have?
Blamo needs to be moved. So we're good stacks.
Rolls, go relief Blomo now.
I'm coming.
Okay.
I died. I didn't even make it out.
Barak's going. Okay, everyone quiet.
No heals.
Barak's going. Barak going for Blomo. Okay.
Need relief on Mograine.
Lono might be available to do that. Or someone needs to step up, or that boss is going to go loose. We need to salvage this, or we're going to wipe.
Big heal on Lono. Okay, cool. So Lono, grab it. Okay, he's gearing up. Holy fuck, that's a shit show.
You got no healers on dwarf right now. Need a healer rotate to dwarf side Zelig.
We have to kill Mograine like now.
Someone needs to.
Yeah,
cover me
it's a
on-
wipe.
on
It's a
Blamow.
wipe. Too many bosses went.
So it's a wipe. So that was their first attempt on a cleanup. We'll watch the wipes that happened to cause the cleanup in a second here. But first, let's just watch the comeback. They get back here, and they do kill it. I think. Yay, they kill it. So second time they pull it together, only have like 10 deaths. Again, they just like don't have clean 4 horsemen. It's just not possible for this raid group, it seems. On Alliance side they do, on Horde side they don't. Okay, so we are now on KT. They kill it. They have a nice clean KT. Still had like full world buff, so it gets blasted down. Had a clean Saf. Great. So after this raid, they say we're going to get fresh buffs, right? So here they are going to the island.
PvP. We might be able to leech a buff unless there's PvP. Are they being hostile?
Nah, they've been pretty chill so far.
I don't know. I see like 10 dead people, or are they just logged off? Okay, they're just maybe.
Oh, you're logged off. We kind of attacked a couple that were here by themselves, but then the actual raid, I mean, they're all surrounding Chitta right now and not killing them, so.
A lot of anti-dwarf rhetoric these days. What you talking about?
So did you hear that there where he says we were attacking first and then we stopped?
Think I can get a summon on my mage when I log back in?
Over there. Mage summoned. So I'll just make any adjustment.
Probably
Move over here to Diamond, guys. Move over here to Diamond. I'm gonna kick you from the raid, and I won't pay you if you're not stacked over here away from them.
Damn. That's rough.
So he's just focusing on the wrong things right here, right? Like he's trying to do too much. They don't have a warlock. They have like 12, 13 people here. They're all stacked super together. This is just not what you want to be doing on a PvP island, where you have previously had people in your raid saying, yeah, we were attacking them.
Who were you summoning?
So there comes the first hunter, throwing a bomb at them.
They are gay.
Starting to get some aggression.
Oh, he didn't need it. Somebody want to summon back to work?
Does someone know whose raid this is?
Vicious, by the sounds of it.
One second, maybe I can hop into his Discord. Let me find this Bis for Life.
So he's trying to find the Discord here,
look
fumbling.
like?
He's in too many Discords.
It's long. A lot of jabronis.
They're coming. They're coming.
Fucking losers.
Fight back, Sapper. Kill them.
We don't have many people here, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill their hard dropper.
It's fine. I mean, we don't have enough people to fight them at this point. If that's what they want to do. That's fine. We'll just drop our own heart.
Okay, so now we will watch what caused this cleanup, right? Obviously wasn't happy about this. We'll just listen to the post real quick, and I think this is important to mention too. And I know that DwarfLord has this in his video, so we'll try and skip a little bit, but I just want to show a little bit more than he showed, because I feel like it was just a little bit snipped, and want to give that like fuller context that I think is important.
Stop.
Were we being too aggressive for you?
Stop. Are you doing?
No,
Are we too aggressive for you?
DAYANA!
We thought you guys might get hostile.
Buddy, I had somebody come into Discord and swear a truce, and then proceed to wreck us and fucking drop the ball. So we weren't playing that game. God damn it! Who just ported me to fucking dog?
Ironforge. Ironforge. You fuckers.
So they already don't care. Okay, like let's just make that clear. So Vicious is already like he's a little bit goldfish brained. Okay, maybe more than a little, but he clicked an Ironforge portal. He was trying to go to Stormwind. So I don't know why someone put an Ironforge portal down, but that's my whole point. It's like, so Vicious is DwarfLord, right? Like, those guys are the same people in so many ways of just dealing with Papaganus and dealing with struggles and still providing a awesome community for Classic Era.
DAYANA. There you go, DwarfLord.
So they're calling out DAYANA over and over. And I think that that has some relevance to this discussion too. If you didn't know, let's just see how fast I can bring it up here. I'm leaking by showing another one of these clips that we're going to look at later.
Don't stand on the healers.
But let's just go
Don't make the healers
to
move. Look.
his #1 ever clip. Okay, let's just see this #1 ever clip. This is something I didn't have prepared. So let's just take a look here real quick.
You're not leaving, Melee. You're not leaving.
Notice how it's a 4 Horsemen clip.
Keep him up. Keep him up.
Alexi.
Keep DPSing. Keep DPSing. Keep DPSing. Lip. Blink in, DAYANA. Blink in, DAYANA. 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 What the fuck are you doing? All right, you don't get a cut, DAYANA. You do not get a fucking cut. You do not get any fucking gold. You fucking retarded, man. You're never coming back again. You are.
So, I think DAYANA has signed up for my raids. I don't want to do a count right now because I don't want to do these like improv things over and over. I have more content to get through. But DAYANA has probably signed up to no less than 60 of my raids. And would I ever take DAYANA to my raids? No. Because I'm not taking that trash, okay? Like, the sad reality is that, unfortunately, DwarfLord has to take DAYANA, all right? Like, that's just the life of a trash collector sometimes. And it is what it is, right? It is what it is. So, anyways, let's see. Can I get back to being on track where I was? That's the question now. Okay, so here. Let's just listen more to the clip.
We already got.
Fucking assholes. Meet out
Wait,
at the
just
gate
wait, seeking. Are you serious? Teleport?
So they're already past it, right? Like, we'll just keep listening for a couple seconds here, and we'll hear DwarfLord's response, because he's like kind of frustrated that they don't care.
I'm putting a hit on every Bis for Life person in the Barrens. 2,000 gold for every dead Bis for Life person.
Oh, wow.
Next join team DwarfLord.
So then he leaves the Discord. So that's all he said, right? Like, they had moved on. He kind of like interrupts them and says, "You guys are all gonna get killed now." And I get what he's saying. We'll listen to his video now, as far as him saying it was just a kind of like silly joke that he's saying. And then now they drop a rend buff. So DwarfLord buys a rend buff. They drop head with it, and life moves on. So why did this cleanup raid have to happen? Well, we'll watch Snow Yui's here. Perspective. Looks like they had a single wipe. Well, so no, they didn't. So this is a learning lesson. I want to talk about this real quick, because this triggered me. People just don't understand World of Warcraft. So let's talk about it real quick.
Healer.
By the way, guys.
Okay. On Mark, or healing on Thane is Duck, VO, Sekuzi, and Tress in that order. Healing on Blamo is QB, KO's
Okay,
Holy
so he's
Crit,
trying to
Mango,
talk about the healing stuff.
Does anyone have Brown, Cable Kill, relieve your respective
range?
So lots of talking. Talk,
depends
talk,
on
talk.
your
Talk, talk,
Shadow,
talk.
Potion.
Talk, talk, talk.
We need to reflask, especially if you're because we're gonna reflask and then we're gonna draw buffs and come back. So like,
so this is tragic, and this is the challenge of being a raid that is over 2 hours, right? I talked about this previously, where like about 2 hours to get to Four Horsemen Saffron area, and then either you do the cleanup or yada yada yada. But 2 hours of flasks, that means you got to then use another, and flasks aren't cheap, so painful. And now this second flask is just not really going to get used. Why? Well, we're going to see in a couple seconds here.
anyway you
Grief.
slice it.
I'm trying to skip a couple times here.
Well,
We're
Lots
gonna be
of
going to the island
downtime.
after this, so you can pop a Zanza. You don't need to save it for Saffron or whatever. Pop your shit, guys. Get a stamina food if you're a tank.
Mark of the Wild, Group 7.
We're gonna have to recruit a shaman to.
So that's right. I think they had a bunch of deaths early, and they were basically saying, like, we're going to have to rebuff anyways. So that is a little bit off of what I had just said. I'm trying to find in the raid. Is this when it was? Yes. Okay, so we'll watch the struggle on Lotheb, and then we'll come back to this. Classic case right here.
Taught him. Be on the left foot, left foot, left foot, left foot.
Alright.
Totem, totem.
We gotta
gone. The totem's gone. We gotta plague beast.
I need all the DPS on that beast. All the DPS. Turn, turn, turn. It's a wipe. Turn, turn. Fucking totems, man. Ridiculous.
It's fucking simple.
I call it out. I say, don't leave your totems out there and get, what are you doing, man? Cleanse me. Sorry, I know this boss is kind of moving weird.
So it was really quiet there.
Die tonight, man. On this boss.
But I think DwarfLord is just getting overly angry when he needs to deal with what's going on in the element. It was really quiet what someone said right there, where he said, I think we're going to have to dance, right? Like, instead of DwarfLord freaking out here, yelling at people, needs to be reactive and say what's coming up, of saying, hey, people in the tunnel, you have to log out now or you have to start moving, right? Like, DwarfLord, he's just going to say it way too late here. It's just like an after effect of it's over.
Ridiculous. Griefing the raid so hard.
Because this raid isn't...
we're going to be dancing here, guys, so you better, if you're not already logging out, you're dead. If you're not logging out, you're dead.
So I think it takes a little bit for the brain to process, so I'm not like trying to be, obviously hindsight 2020, right? But just need it. If you have a long hiking kill where there's issues like this, instantly be ready for dance and what that means. And I know DwarfLord in a Monka episode, he talked about how he did this. Like, this whole thing was just wrong here, right? Like, in this instant right here of saying, hey guys, we're not going to make this timer. Everyone needs to be wrecking. We need to mighty rage. Everything you got. Pump, 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 pump kind of thing. Back to Mark 1 if we don't make it. But, like, just wasn't enough. I mean, everyone, it was 3% there. A bunch of people all went in. They got to 2.5%. So if everyone went full out, that could have been a kill. But just focus was on the mistakes that had already happened rather than dealing with the situation, right? Like, that's the challenge. So anyways, here we are back to this.
Appreciate that, Buzz. Yeah.
Don't make me panic. And
fucking his hat is the Santa hat. You better change to that.
Says,
Shaman's hug left and drop your totems. Shaman's hug left and drop totems. Back away. Just run out. Run out. Run out. Run out. Run out. Run out. Run out.
We can't get out.
You could have if you ran out when I said run out.
And after that, you wonder why we yell and babysit people.
So it's funny how it's that noob guy talking about babysitting people. I think he's just got to babysit his cast bar a little bit more. Anyways, so what happens here is some people got too close to the boss, so the boss got activated. What should happen is when the boss gets activated, a caster that is outside of the room should cast a group buff. So in this circumstance, it looks like a priest made it out of the room. DwarfLord needs to say to the raid, no one cast a spell. The priest will cast a prayer of fortitude, or, you know, the group spell of stamina or spirit. And when you cast that spell, the bosses will run at the priest. They'll exit the room and the boss will reset. Instead of having 20 people die, raging about how people are griefing and stuff like that, this was a totally manageable situation with literally 0 deaths as a result. Seen it countless times where it goes both ways, but I just want to be clear that this was completely manageable. Instead, it was a 20-minute loss. So timer goes forward 20 minutes, and here we are into the fight now.
Was in the middle of the fucking raid.
Shut the fuck up. Everything's fine. All you do, Olipa is there. Everything is fine.
I'm gonna relieve you, Goron.
Shadow protection potion melee. Shadow protection potion melee. You shouldn't be leaving unless you're a tank. Shadow protection potion melee. Kill this thing.
Kill this fucking boss. Let's go.
Where's Treader? Oh, he's
We're gonna have
tanking.
to leave.
The whole fucking raid is just like gone, man. Get away, guys. Don't take that mark. Get away, random noob. Alright, we got Clappin' Cheeks with 1 mark. I will be relieving Clappin' Cheeks. Just call the corner if you need heals. Not your name, but the corner that you need heals in. One more mark, and I will be going in on clapping cheeks.
Predator Goron's gonna relieve
Heal
you.
on rules. I just shield wall.
There's 0 healers on Zealot. There are 0 healers on Zealot. What are you guys
shield wall's
doing?
running out, fella.
Zealot's about
I'm
to
dead in
be
2
loose.
seconds.
Zealot is
I'm
going to be
dead.
loose.
Zelak is loose. Zelak is loose.
What are you healers doing? Please, I can't see.
Right.
Tell me what's going on with Zealot.
Ferroding, try to put it more in the corner, please.
Does someone have Zealot?
Yeah, Zealot's
I have to pop my cooldowns. Do I have healers?
You have 1 healer at my ground, or 2.
What is happening with this? Yo, we need 3 healers per corner, so please, wake the fuck up and organize this shit.
Ivan's coming in for Blumel.
Coming to relieve Mograine.
Stack high.
Goron should be coming in.
Is that Scott Mograine?
Oh, is
Goron
Goron doing
somewhere
something else?
Stack high.
Okay. We only have 1 healer. 1 healer
Yeah,
is
Mograine.
on... Okay, there's 2 healers on Mograine. Still, it's not enough. The healing rotation is fucked.
Zet Goron will relieve you.
Shredder, I'm gonna come in for you. There's 5 healers at Zelik. What the fuck? I need someone to wake up and go
Mogaine's out of
somewhere
corner.
else. There's way too many healers at Zelik, and Mograine tank's gonna die. So whoever just went to Zelik, you shouldn't get a mark there. You should go somewhere else, because you need to be the one to fix this.
You cannot leave Zeliak.
Now there's only 1 healer at Zelik. How?
There's 2.
What is happening in this raid?
Dwarf is at 3 marks. He needs a relief soon.
On Zelik.
Someone relieve Zeliak.
I'll go relieve Zelik.
Zet is going, but we need.
I'm gonna die here.
No healers on Zeliak.
No, Goron, don't go.
Coming in.
Why are there
help
2
on
tanks
Zeliak.
going in?
Zet already called it. Come on.
Zet says he's going and then Goron goes in. Like, it's so dumb, man. You see
Better
a guy
call
with
him,
Thunder
guys.
Fury going in. Monka, steer. Yo, we need.
Hey,
Alright,
Gron,
Clapin,
you
I'm
can
gonna come in.
disarm.
I'm coming in for Clapin.
Mograine is street. Mograine street.
Don't run from me, Durza. I know. I know you're doing the right thing, but I'm dead. Mograine's loose. Zet, like, this is your job. This is your job, Zet.
But Zet was going to relieve you.
I know, he's doing the wrong person's job. He's fucked in the raid.
Oh, I died to Mograine now.
This is fucking GG.
He's so pathetic, man.
This all raid went so fucking long.
All right, we're going to Orgrimmar. We're doing payouts. I'm doing a review on this fight. I'm gonna dock the shit out of healers who are in the wrong. This is so pathetic. If you're gonna fuck around in this raid, like, I'm sorry, but you don't get paid.
Okay, so we'll watch one final one here. Was there any wipes before this? Looks like the door closes. Let's see what this happens.
The patrol is coming.
Oh, it's door opening.
A range, do not. It's okay.
No, you're good.
Enjoyer.
Somebody's got to
Drop
release
my
shield
phone.
wall this next mark.
Yeah,
I'm not
This
gonna
next mark's
any
you're good.
relief on
Heal
Mograine?
Thunder
Can
Bluff.
anyone
Heal
relieve
Thunder
Mograine?
Bluff.
I got 12.
I'm healing.
I got 10
We
seconds.
need a tank.
Where? Speak,
I
please.
can go to Mograine soon.
Yo, I can go to
Zeliak right now.
going. Pressure's going on.
We need a
comms,
tank
clear
on
comms.
Zelik. We need a tank on Zelik.
Dave Jones needs to move.
Dave Jones, you have too many marks. What's going on, Dave Jones?
Sweet tank has it.
What is?
I'm coming in for Blue Mo.
Fort has 5
Why are you
marks.
guys
Yep,
so
I'm
mad?
coming in.
Soy tank.
Solar, you can
Goron's
move.
gonna relieve you
Sonic Blue Mo, Thunder Bluff. Resist.
on your third.
Taunting crush.
Stay in for a second.
Got it.
You can wait till 4.
3 seconds on my taunt. Hang on.
Soy tank, I'm coming in.
Resist it again. Come back in orc. Come back in
Blowmo's
orc.
back on you.
Double
Blowmo's
resist,
back
double
on
resist.
you.
Run Blomo to the corner. Run Blomo to the
Fucking
corner.
resist, challenging. Come on with these fucking resists, dude. I hate this game. Taunting.
Got
Resist
it.
it again. Holy fuck, dude.
Watch your Blomo marks.
Seal orc duck.
Watch your Blomo
Heal
marks.
Goron. Heal Goron. On Blue.
What
On
is
Zeliak.
happening?
It's on duck. Duck's got it. I'm gonna have to get out. Fucking RNG,
Come to
dude.
Zeliak in 20.
Move Blomo. Move Blomo.
Move
Have the
your foot, man.
fuck. Holy shit. Okay, if you have Blomo marks, you need to be slightly to the right. You're gonna die. You're gonna die. You're
Zeliak
gonna
needs
die.
relief
Skull
whenever
should be
possible,
safe.
please.
Skull. Johnny, move. Johnny, move, man.
Thunderbolt
Johnny,
coming in.
move onto
Marks.
Skull. BPR onto
Get
Skull.
Mulgrave marks in that corner. Can you heal Thunderblow?
Get Thunder.
Heal Goron.
Heal
Heal
Thunder.
Thunder. Heal Thunder. Heal Thunder. Heal Thunder. NS heal. NS heal.
Glad to go
NS
back.
fucking heal. Holy shit. What
So
is
you're gonna
happening
say
in this
Sovereign
goddamn
Goron
raid,
needs
man?
relief. Zeliak needs relief
Orc
now.
Dog's coming
Yeah.
in on.
Holy fuck, you guys
I'm going
are
to last
retarded.
stand. I need heals on Goron.
I have 7 sec, can't go in.
Which healer has a
I'm
free
coming out.
mark? I have 1 second on Zelic. Oh my god, Mograine is hitting us. How is Mograine hitting us? You guys need to pull this shit in the corners, man. Holy shit.
Spring Zeal back out
Fucking
there.
retards, man.
Bring it out.
Dog shit tanks? What the fuck, man? You guys are so hopelessly bad, man.
So that was bad raid leading, straight up. I mean, obviously people shouldn't have killed that in the corner there, but let's just talk about what the calls were here, where he said, okay, you need to go to your right, you need to stack on Skull. I mean, those were good, clean calls, but unfortunately, he just wasn't over far enough, right? Like, that's simple. So I'm not sure if what that was, if you could have even gone anywhere at Thane. But instead of being over here where Skull is, right, they should have been far, far away as possible from Blamo. Maybe over here, take it, like, okay, everyone has to take hits from Mograine, right? Like, that's how you make it more clear farther into the corner. They just weren't in a safe spot here. And then he's like, oh, how did we get hit by Mograine? It's like, oh, it's very clear how we got hit by Mograine because you went in the Mograine corner. So when that happens, far as possible into Thane, away from Blamo, or over here to Ziliak, deep in Ziliak, but you just need to have like a bigger rotation where there's no safe spot. There's just a spot where everyone is constantly taking marks, right? And that's what he tried to do, but ultimately failed at it. And I just think that at some point you do have to take some ownership when you make mistakes. I know that he does that sometimes, but in this circumstance, all that really went wrong was DPS put it in the wrong spot, right? Like you can blame tank, sealers, all this other stuff, but ultimately this raid would have ended fine if the DPS hadn't killed it in a bad spot. So ultimately they called the raid there, and yeah, I just kind of want to talk about the run back here real quick. Let's just talk about that.
Boss is not even pulled to the corner. Blamo is killed in fucking Narnia. Like, you're all killing them so fucking far out, man. This is ridiculous. Just hearth. I'm running back. I'm hearthing. I'm gonna pass out some loot and I'm logging the fuck off. I'm probably not coming back to this raid again. This is fucking stupid. Just make a... Like I said, I'm just making a... Just fucking DM me. If you're free Tuesdays, you can come Tuesdays. Like, fuck this, man. Just make one goddamn team. So fucking stupid. So fucking shitty, man. I'm not dealing with this.
So he was just stretching himself too thin with two different raid groups, and I think that was smart to combine into one. This was towards the last couple weeks before the transfers happened. It was time, right? But they did end up killing KT in this raid group, I believe, so good for them. But not this time, and I just think that that mentality of extreme negativity is just a little bit too much at times. That definitely is more of the Horde experience, but like after this raid, he was like, oh, I don't know why people aren't signing up. Why aren't people coming back? And it's like, well, when the raid leader is talking like this, do you think anyone else cares anymore? No, like, it's just a downward spiral when the leader has this much of a negative mindset. So just have to mention that with some of those looks back. And then now let's go ahead and get into the video more, the original discussion.
Who did it and why they did it. As for how bad the grief was, it's not that big a deal at the end of the day. However, it's a really low thing to do. It is very devious. The name of the person who stole the ID, or at least ran the raid, is so vicious. I've never had an issue with him. Heck, in the initial clips that I'll be showing you, he greets me warmly. But before we get into everything that happened, since this was purposely done, it was an attack against my guild, let me tell you about my guild and what is being attacked. My guild, it's run very differently than all of the other guilds on Era. And it's done so to help new players rather than just fill my wallet like all the other GDKP admins. I take a very low host cut, 1 to 4% based on the raid, whereas other raids will do 8 upwards of 15%. And rather than keep the gold for myself, I give those host cuts back to my guild members. A little perk of being in the guild. New players who do not have any characters on the server or are starting a new faction, if they level 1 to 60 in the guild, I will give them some gold to help them along their way. You can see me telling these people here that I've mailed them gold for reaching a level milestone of either 20, 40, or 60. And what I do is also create these different guild events for guild members to participate in where they can earn gold. Little prizes. There is some very light role play. I mean, the whole guild is kind of like dwarf related, but mostly just in the writing of the quest. I make images that look like a WoW classic quest for people to pick up, to go out in the world and do that thing. Some of these quests might task people to go help low-level players, go run someone through dead mines for a reward. Or go do some world PvP. Here is an example of the image of the quest. It says here, go kill people in Blackrock Mountain and you'll earn a reward. The goal is to get people out and interacting with other players. The goal.
So how many other times has he done this? I don't know. This is new to me. I think that ideas like this are great, but let's just talk about, let's just let it play a little bit more and then we'll talk.
The goal is to get people out and interacting with other players. I've played on Classic Era for a very long time, and I believe that the open world on Era is not very lively, right? And it will never be like a fresh server. It'll never be like a server where everyone's leveling up and the zones are packed. But what if I can do something that might make Era a little bit better? Then I have to try. That's the whole reason I started making YouTube videos in the first place, was to promote Classic Era and grow the population.
So that is the number one thing that I will agree with, is that DwarfLord has always been very positive for the Era community and really helped it out. But let's just talk about some of those things real quick here where, again, I think that he is similar to Sovicious, where he provides raids for Monka players, and he kind of puts himself on this pedestal where he's like, I'm not like others. And it's like, well, first of all, there are still other raids that aren't GDKP. I am an admin that has a high percentage on the GDKPs that I host, but I also host soft reserves. And I think it's a little bit disingenuous to be like, oh, I only give gold back and stuff like that, when it's like, well, you could also just host soft reserves, and I get that maybe that system isn't as desired and there's downsides, and anniversary players are tired of soft reserves and they want GDKP. But I don't know. I just think that, like, the reality is there's many ways that you can help new players, and hosting GDKP is one way to help new players. There's others, and saying that, you know, oh, everyone else is bad, I'm good, just isn't really true, right? There are lots of other raids on the server that are not trying to take advantage of people, and I just think that this mindset here of like, everyone else is out to get you and I'm not, is just a little bit off. So we're going to get into that more now.
In the first place. But not everyone agrees with my ideas, my opinions, my vision. And here is where So Vicious enters the story. Last week on Monday night, my raid finishes a Nax.
Finishes a Nax cleanup. All right, let's just make that real clear. It was not a full Nax Ramus as we saw. It was a four horseman wipe, I should say, and then more four horsemen, and then they did end up killing KT.
We were going to drop a ZG buff on the island. You can see the image here that Meandros says Zul'Gurub Inc. Then I respond to them saying, are you dropping, or are you just pinging me because you heard that I was dropping? I was going to the Discord, the white main world buff dropping Discord. I was going there to say, hey, we're dropping a buff. Come here if you want the buff. Since it was another group who was dropping, I was like, oh, well, we'll just leech their heart and we'll save ours for next time. And maybe, you know, when we drop it next time, the same people dropping it then would, you know, reciprocate, right? Anyways, when a server is 6 years old, in my opinion, you need to use world buffs sparingly. Dropping 10 hearts back to back, boom, 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 in the span of a half hour, that's fine on a fresh server. But on Era, we don't just have a bajillion hearts of Hakar laying around. So anyways, like he said, 2 raids.
So that's important to note here, where DwarfLord is talking about the scarcity of world buffs, and he's saying we shouldn't waste them, right? And it's interesting how he references the world buff Discord. We'll get into that slightly, but let's just let him keep cooking.
Server's 6 years old. In my opinion, you need to use world buffs span of. You don't just have 2 raids are here right now. Everyone's playing it cool. So I'm like, okay, there's 2 alliance raids on the island. I instructed my raid to park far away from them. Don't engage. You know, let's just be chill.
So we heard that, but as we also heard in the comms, they mentioned, oh, we were attacking them. Okay? DwarfLord didn't mention that, but I think that's really important for the context. Because again, you hear So Vicious say, we've had in the past where people say they're cool and then they attack us, right? Well, you were attacking us.
They're chill, we're chill, and the 2 alliance raids wiped us while I was trying to join So Vicious Discord and communicate with him. I'm in like 200 Discords. It took me a little while to find his Discord.
We heard that.
I will just drop our heart anyways. It is what it is. Maybe I can hop in.
We heard all this.
We're
DAYANA!
We thought you guys might get hot now.
Everybody, I had somebody come into Discord and swear a truce, and then proceed to wreck us and fucking drop the ball. So we weren't playing that game. God damn it! Who just ported me to fucking dog?
Ironforge, fucking ported you fuckers.
DAYANA.
There you go,
DAYANA.
I'm gonna hit on every Bis for Life person in the Barrens. 2,000 gold for every dead Bis for Life person.
Oh wow!
My next join team, DwarfLord.
So there's the clip, and you.
So there's the clip. So he didn't cut out much, but I just think it's kind of funny how like they weren't really caring, right? Like up to this point, nothing really mattered.
You can hear
right?
He greeted me. We're chatting, and he's like, "Whoa, that was you!" And I don't know. I thought we were kind of laughing here. Anyways, he explained that they didn't want to take a chance that we might wipe them, even though we're like way less of us than them. That's acceptable. It's a PvP server. Totally get it. But yeah, we were a small group against 2 large alliance raid groups. Of course, I like to often amp things up. And before I left the Discord, I said I was going to put a hit on them for a couple days or something. Spice things up a little bit. You can see the screenshot of the hit here. They killed us getting a world buff. I thought, you know what? We'll clap back in a fun way. You can see me typing here in all caps. The intention was there. Absolutely. If people killed this for life, I would have paid. Absolutely. It was... The intention was there, but it's also not very serious at the same time. It's kind of like, we're going to kill you. Ah! But like, do you actually think we're going to do that? Like, I don't have time to do that. Ah!
So that's important, right? Like this is pretty clear and easy, right? To see where it's on the community Discord. He's an admin in it, and he's pinging everyone on the server saying that he's going to kill them. And yeah, it's a problem, right?
But like, do you actually think we're going to do that? Like, I don't have time to do that.
But he's just kidding. It's just jokes.
But I can totally see how Bis for Life people would be like, okay, this is a major threat.
It's a major threat because you just pinged the whole server saying that you're threatening the guild. Yeah. Yes.
On 6 years of Classic Era, I don't really know of that many hits and bounties that have ever really happened. It's not really a thing. Like, my guild is not a guild of griefers and PvPers. The post I made shouldn't have...
So he says that they aren't griefers and PvPers. It's just all jokes. Okay.
Been taken at face value, but it was, and that's totally fine and totally understandable. Like I said, if one of my guild members was to have killed a Bis for Life player, I totally would have paid them. But the chance of one of my guild members actually going through the time to hunt someone down, like if you want to hunt a couple specific people down, it's going to take hours and hours and hours of your time. Griefing players is... It's only for the most degenerate players.
You hear those words. So griefing players only for the most degenerate players. Okay, DwarfLord. Thank you for making that clear.
The type of people who want to hunt people down. So I never really expected anything to have come of my little post that I made here. Heck.
So let's just think about this in the real world. And I know there's not always that great application from World of Warcraft to the real world, but just learn from this, okay? Like, you can't make threats and then say, oh, well, we're just too inept to go through with those threats. They weren't real, right? Like, don't go to an airport and talk. Never mind, I'm not even gonna... Like, there's just things that you don't joke about, right? And maybe that's the case in the real world, and in video games you can just ha ha ha, joke, joke, joke. But it's just a little bit silly to say, oh, well, we're just too dumb to go through with what we said we were gonna do. There's no way we could have done it.
From the time that I made that post until the next day, multiple Ren buffs has dropped. No Bis for Life players were ever killed, right? Like, nothing happened. So, even though a post was made, nothing happened. No one was out there hunting Bis for Life players for their Rens or world buffs. Anyways, I make that post in the Discord, right? And so you can see Vendetta in my Discord saying, oh, so you're going to start a war over a little island tussle? I mean, of course not. Not really the intention to start a war. A little couple days of PvP, sure. I think that's fun. Anyways, he says, it's just a little island tuffle. Asks why I'm so upset, which I respond, I'm not upset. And you can see in the video where they wipe us. I don't care. It's really not a big deal. We just get rezzed up, and I say, okay, we're going to drop the buff. Like, I'm not angry at all, right? But, of course, the Bis for Life players are making it out to be a really big deal. Again, totally fine. I can see their side. It's what they did after the fact that is a big deal.
So he here is claiming they. All right? Let's just keep that clear here.
I didn't do anything that was really a big deal. I said, oh.
They.
Oh, we're gonna kill you, and then we didn't kill you. It's what the Bis for Life players did. I reiterate and say I'm not mad, and I'm just doing what I said I would do 2 months ago, which was make a guild, have low host cuts, used host cuts to create events for the guild that might be PvP, PvE events, transmog, helping low level players, whatever the case may be, right? And I'm merely doing that. I'm in the very early stages of setting it up, and I think it's going to be a lot of fun, hopefully for my guild and hopefully for the server. And I'm not going to stop doing this. I'm going to continue to make these events. I call them.
So that's just like the thing for me, where he's like, it's just kind of like masked behind this thing of like, I'm for the community. When it's like, yes, that's great. But I just want to remember, I'm not going to be able to pull this up instantly, but your idea was to not only make a community, but it was this idea of having both factions, right? So that you can use both factions to your advantage. And that to me is just like what this is about, right? Where like DwarfLord is feeling like he's getting bullied when he's kind of the one in the bully position, right? Let's just talk about that a little bit more now.
Quests. And that conversation with Vendetta, I left it at that. The next day, I wake up to do some work on the Discord, and then I turned that Bis for Life hit into an actual quest. And you can see it here. And I do thank Bis for Life for the inspiration of this week's quest. The quests, they rotate on a weekly basis. So the quest here says that there's basically like, Alliance scum are in the Barrens, stealing our sun buff. If you kill one, you're going to get 500 gold, and then they can accept the quest, right? So that's what the quest is. If this week, if one of my guild members kills someone in the Barrens, they're going to get 500 gold. It doesn't have to be a Bis for Life player, just anyone with Rend. So a little world PvP action. Although what Bis for Life did next might actually be necessitating a war. Let's get into that. In the Whitemane Discord, an old Guildian person that I've never had an issue with, Sandy, was talking crap about me, saying that I was crying about ninja buff drops. I'm not sure what made them want to do this to me. Like I said.
So this is the victim part here, where now we just have to look at Discord real quick. Maybe I got a little confused too, where I'm trying to see here. I don't think so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm confused here. DwarfLord is not a admin in the community Discord. He previously pinged in his own Discord, making that hit claim, right? It's not like he did it on the entire server. So I need to take that back. That is, again, the downside of me doing something like this in one take, where things are not going to be perfect. So correction at 107 on that. But let's look at what DwarfLord is saying in the community Discord. So right after he got killed on the island, this is what he says. It's going to be a rough week for Bis for Life players at So Vicious. So he can say like, oh yeah, you know, I wasn't mad. But right after it happens, he goes to the Discord and says that they are going to have trouble. And then 2 minutes later, he is in the Wbuffs Discord in the community drops area, the place that he talked about previously, saying that if you find a Bis for Life player in the Barrens, I'll pay you to kill them. And then he pings the Discord and says, I will kill, if you kill Bis for Life players, I'll pay. So you can, again, claim like, oh, it wasn't that serious, but so maybe he didn't do that initial ping like I talked about, but he did ping the Discord and tell everyone that they should die. Okay, and then let's talk about what happened here. Where, again, it's going to be a rough week for Bis for Life players. And then someone says, when are you going to make a video on it? He said that would be very interesting. It would be very interesting. So then after making those comments, that's when Sandown then did this. Okay? So it's not like it was out of the blue that Sandown, I don't, there's nothing going on. All of a sudden he started this with me. No, like it's just a response from that day, right? Like it's going on in that channel. So
I've never had an issue at all with Sandy. I've even considered them in the past to be a friend. Not like buddy, not talking all the time or anything. But the last time I spoke to Sandy, I invited them to join me on a Diablo 2 ladder reset because I know they like Diablo 2. I'm in a mutual Discord relationship with Sandy. But then they just start talking crap at me. Now, I will say, from knowing Sandy at the same time.
So, again, DwarfLord is acting here like, oh, this is out of the blue. I don't know what's going on. But this is Sandown clearly saying, hey, man, you pinged on the Discord saying that you were going to pay for me to get killed. That's just kind of lame. Why are you doing that? And then he says, oh, I just always announce when I'm doing world buffs. So again, I almost feel like this is a case of like memory loss, where he's not like understanding the order of these things very clearly, but it's pretty easy to see, right? Like he says they're going to have a rough week. Minutes later, pings the Discord and says, remember, kill them in the Barrens. Then the next day, Sandown says, crying over Ninja Ren drops. So I think Sandown might have been a bit confused. Maybe he didn't realize the Bis for Life heart buff was the source, not Ren's. But anyways, that's the result, right? Like when I first heard about this drama, I thought that it was because So Vicious had continually dropped world buffs without telling DwarfLord or something like that. Again, part of this conflict before was, I think, like So Vicious had often he just drops buffs when he wants to do buffs. So kind of is what it is, right? But anyways, let's get back into the video now.
Sandy's one of those players who just really enjoys causing issues. He likes to poke the bear, you know? And if he can cause grief in some way, whether it's, you know, teasing people, making them angry, getting a reaction, that's Sandy's jam. So that's, I guess, what he's trying to do.
No, Sandown is just kind of a prick. Like, so yes, you're right, but he's responding to you. Like, that's the main thing to understand here.
Anyways, he began screenshotting everything I said in other Discords, posting it in the Bis for Life Discord. And the interesting thing that came out of this is that I learned of a couple people who seem to really hate me and what I stand for. I'll just file those names away for later.
So again, that's just kind of like the weird thing for me. Like, I'm making a list. Dude, just calm down. You know, like, to me, that is the end result of all this, of just like trying to gain the power of the dual faction kind of thing. Like, simmer down, bud.
Anyways, later that day, I get home from work. We go into Nax. We have a couple issues on Kel'Thuzad, and we were going to do a cleanup. It happens.
And actually, like, now that I'm thinking about it, that's what he said to me. He's like, what do you think of this situation, Miko? Am I going to have to write you down on a list? Like, what? If I don't agree with you, you're just going to... I don't know. It's just weird.
In fact, So Vicious is known for having Kel'Thuzad cleanups. But anyways, that's a whole other story. So am I. I bring some Monkasteer players into my raid. I think it...
So he admits it. He admits it. Him and So Vicious are the same. Okay? Like, they both have Monka raids.
Makes for fun, chaotic raids. So yeah, we were going to drop buffs. But then we heard that another group was going to drop buffs. So we headed over to the island. And that's when Bis for Life tried to kill us.
So you already heard this story... Oh, so no, this is the next day. Okay, so...
Also, let's flare and, you know, make a circle of magma totems. You should not be dueling here.
So when they say Bis for Life tried to kill us, like it was like 2-3 dudes. It was in no way organized. I mean, maybe this is the best that Bis for Life can do because, I mean, it does kind of sum it up that they are not great. But yeah, that was pathetic. Very, very bad attempt.
Totems, kill them before these little Bis for Life bitches hit the fucking floor. Yeah, Nartukan, Baklava Bandit. Take the portal on X. Take the portal on X.
Teabagging.
That was pathetic. That actually was.
Hey, Bis for Life, bring more next time.
So these guys felt like they had fully won at this point.
On the story, on Monday, Bis for Life killed us on the island. Then I make a post saying we're gonna kill them. Never did. Don't have the time. So not a single Bis for Life player was killed. Then the day after that, they try to kill us and fail to kill us, right? So Bis for Life has really been the ones doing all the killing, and I was just stirring up shit. So here's the clip of them killing us, or trying to kill us, I should say. And it's exactly what I hoped for. Some PvP, some fun stuff. I think PvP is healthy for the game. AFKing in town, then doing a raid, AFK in town. That's just the day in, day out of White Main Classic era. A lot of just AFKing in town. The world is not very much alive. No one goes out picking flowers. It's just all bots that do that. So, you know, that's not really a lively server. So I'm just trying to make it a bit more lively. And of course, as they're killing me, I'm trash talking them a little bit. I was having fun. I think it was all in good fun. Then I was on my Shaman in the Barrens, and some Bis for Life players appeared around me. They were kind of taunting me, so I took them out. No world buffs involved or anything. It's just a 10-second walk from the graveyard. Fuck out of here, Bis for Life. Bye-bye, little piece of shit. And then I went to bed. But So Vicious didn't go to bed. They stole our KT ID. I don't think anyone gave them our ID. You see, a lot of my guild members, they're a little bit naive. They're new to the game. They don't know when someone's being nefarious, right? It reminds me of the time I was playing Diablo 2 with my friend.
So that's really the main thing that I wanted to point out here. This is the reason I made the video. Because, again, I just want to listen to his words here.
On my Shaman, I was having fun. I think it was all in good fun. Then I was on my Shaman in the Barrens, and some Bis for Life players appeared around me. They were kind of taunting me, so...
Okay. Alright. Let's just find this real quick. Let me find this. So let's go to the VOD now. Okay? So this is the VOD where it's the raid that we're talking about. Okay? Where this ID got stolen because they could not kill KT. And we talked about how the PI went crazy. Let's just talk about the end of that stream now.
What do you think the chances that I can log in and in about 1 minute find someone to beam and kill with Rend?
I think
you mean get the buff and then insta swap?
Well, no, I'm logging into my other account. Log into my Shaman account.
60 seconds, 60 seconds.
I thought that spot that you found the dude at the inside the little hut near the water was a pretty wild spot.
So again, you can say, oh, we weren't out looking for anyone, but why were you here? Right? Like, this seems awful coincidental that you're in the exact spot looking for rend people, but aren't doing anything. Okay, but maybe you said that you were. Let's just watch it play out.
But yeah, you got to punish the people who go near Ratchet.
Bro, there's someone literally right here. Oh, interesting.
Where?
Licking his
I love
lips.
the extra large
Ooh,
names.
ooh.
So the guy who's going to be getting mind controlled is dead. And he's going to res. So he's dead so that it's more difficult for him to be found. But the capper is not stealth. So that like
Okay.
Oh, there's Rand.
Oh, my loading screen's taking too long. I missed it.
Oh,
Oh,
how long did you think it had to go?
I logged at 2 minutes. Yeah. I got no RAM.
You get it on 2 characters if you log one out in Crossroads, and your loading screens don't fuck you.
Yeah, having like a Hearth and Crossroads is a really good one, because then as soon as you see a drop.
Oh wait, what happened
randomly-
here? Nothing happened. What the? He didn't res.
So just because nothing happened doesn't mean that you didn't do anything, right? So for DwarfLord to say, "Oh, I was just in Ratchet and these guys found me." It's like, no, you are streaming yourself trying to kill people in the Barrens, right? Like, where's the disconnect here? It honestly felt like I was not living the correct reality, but like, this is reality. Let's just
Wait, is that the
watch
person that you
it.
killed on the video before?
Huh.
So he
False
invis
alarms.
pots, he goes for it, he doesn't get anyone.
I thought someone's gonna res there.
He thought he'd get someone.
There's literally a capper right there. Made no sense. Oh well. Anyways, I'm going to bed. Oh shit, I need to log my warrior off. What am I doing? There we go. Log with that rend. Alright guys, I'm out of here.
Catch ya.
Hopefully the people who messed up can improve.
Have a good night.
GG.
These 1 a.m. nights kill me, man. Not getting any younger. Plot twist, he died again. Yo, this bis for life. Oh, we got several bis for life people here.
So who attacks first? It doesn't matter.
For there.
They duel. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm bored. They dick around forever. He gets ready. And he blasts them. So great. He killed horde people. But the point is, let's just go back to this.
And some Bis for Life players. Then I was on my Shaman in the Barrens.
He's just
and
on
some
the,
Bis for
in the
Life
Barrens.
Players appeared around me. They were kind of taunting me, so I took them out. No world buffs involved or anything. It's just a 10-second walk from the graveyard.
And it's weird to be like, they were taunting me. Like, they're there because you said you were going to kill them. That's not really taunting. That's just defending against what you said you'd do.
Or KT ID. And then you get locked to that ID.
So I think that's really the end of it from this video perspective. But I just want to continue to show what DwarfLord said, where he said, oh, people won't grief. That's something that only the most degenerate people will want to do. Well, why is it that DwarfLord has so many videos of him doing this? Like, let's just watch some of the videos now.
What's up, motherfucker?
Sorry, that was loud.
Let's fucking go, you piece of shit!
So he's having fun. World buffs are something that are not unlimited on Era. But it's okay if certain people get treated this way. Because DwarfLord has a line. He says that only gold buyers,
all the time. This always happens to me.
people who cheat, they should be the ones that suffer.
Yeah, that's just how it goes, man. That's how it goes.
Fuck!
Twice in one way. I'm just cursed. I can never get red.
Jesus Christ.
You'll get
I'm sorry,
somebody.
dude.
Should have used my spot so you get
Not your
double
fault.
chance.
It just happens. No, Bog knows. Bog.
Unlucky.
Dude, I'm sorry.
No.
That's
don't
what
worry.
happens to Greedy Goblin Gold Buyer.
It's just
Greedy
Bog
Goblin
backfire
Gold Buyer.
Yeah.
Greedy Goblin Gold Buyer. Greedy Goblin Gold Buyer.
Clicker.
Greedy Goblin Gold Buyer. Greedy Goblin
I
Gold
feel like they
Buyer.
upped the backfire chance last big side patch.
I don't
think
so. I just feel like that's like it's one of those things where it's like a bias, like a confirmation bias.
Okay, so let's watch the next one. So I don't know the history of this, lore-wise. Let's just watch. So Ren goes out, and he's ready for it. Ready to kill him. Plenty of other people that he could kill, but there's a specific person that he's after. So this guy's in Impervious. DwarfLord used to be the raid leader for Impervious. I'm not sure what this guy did.
What the fuck is the lip gonna do?
So I think there were some negative feelings as far as like how he left Impervious, how he was treated. I'm not sure if this guy was someone that he felt treated him wrong, but I don't think this guy was someone that bought gold. And then this guy is just a total random. Like, this is now on anniversary, so maybe you can say, oh, it doesn't matter, you can just go get the buff again. War Chiefs drops all the time. But he just likes to grief people, right? Like, he's just having fun griefing people. And it is what it is, right? Like, if this is how you want to get your enjoyment, more power to you. But don't try and claim this holier than thou of, you know, everyone else is treating me wrong. I didn't do anything wrong to have this happen. Instead of making videos talking about prop pallies tanking, make more Four Horsemen videos, okay? Make more videos about how to fix the problems that are happening for months and months and months now. And like, I just want to go back to the real prop pally experience real quick. Truly, the reason I'm making this video is I'm just kind of triggered when you talk about like main tanking on a pally.
Needs to be in the cubby. Dexus in the cubby. We need another fucking suppress man. Kill this hatcher.
Watch your feet.
Holy shit. Holy fucking... Alright. I am absolutely fucking fuming right now. I cannot believe what is actually happening in this game right now.
Yeah, it's a main tank that's a paladin. That's what's wrong. And he goes ahead and gets his warrior after this. He's like, I'll bring in a guy with world buffs. And ultimately in this video, he shows himself tanking with full world buffs. And like, yeah, if you are in BIS gear doing BWL with full world buffs, it's probably going to go okay. And I do like this video. I think it's cool to see like breaks in the meta and stuff like that. But like, focus on Four Horsemen, man. That's all I can say when I see like these kind of videos coming out and all the other stuff. When for months and months you talk about reviewing and going over this kind of stuff, and it's like, maybe that won't get you the views, but maybe it'll get you your sanity back if you're able to kill Four Horsemen reliably. And maybe now I feel like I have fallen down the trap because I just spent an hour and a half talking about someone else's raid. There's definitely things that I can talk about improving on my own end. So maybe the cycle continues, but I just felt like I needed to talk about this because, yeah, just seeing like all this talk about prop pallies, oh, I'm going to bring him into Nax. Like, I just don't know. Focus on first horde clears before you focus on the paladin experience is my unsolicited advice. Because the Four Horsemen wipes are leading to larger issues, as we have talked about in this video. So anyways, I just think it's important to not always claim a victim when there are other factors involved. And I just wanted to give you some insights into those factors. So anyways, GG's, and till the next one.